Just because you got coach in front of your name, don't be hard-headed, right? Use your ability as a coach to make sure that I know that this guy is built different than this guy. And we're going to have to make some adjustments. You can't lock yourself into one thing and say, hey, just because you got coach in front of your name, this is the way it's going to be. Because that's crazy. You're defeating the purpose of what you're trying to get done. You must make a kid an efficient football player. That's your job. Make him an efficient football player. That's your job. So stances are going to vary. Bases are going to stay wide. They're going to narrow. Staggers are going to change a little bit to try to find a way to make the kid the most effective player he can be. Okay? And that's why you got coach in front of your name. Right? Okay? All right. Let's go from here. Now, we're going to talk about a couple of things. We're going to talk about the way the game has got to be played. The game of football is a violent sport. Violent sport. And it starts by being, how violent can I be coming off the football? Okay? And this is run or pass now. This is run or pass. So we teach kids to do a couple things. Obviously, the game has not changed. You base everything out of your stance off a short first step, making contact on your second step. You guys have heard it all before. You've all been to clinics. You heard guys talk about short first step, collision on your second step. But it's got to be violent. So somehow you got to teach a kid how to load up and be ready to unload on a defensive player. Okay? We do one thing in your stance. Okay? Now, if we just take, and we're going to come off and we're going to say lead step with our right foot at a 45-degree angle. But this step is going to be very short, no more than 6 inches. So I don't want you to overstride this thing. You guys understand what I'm saying? Don't overstride it. It's a short 6-inch move, okay? Now, once you start this direction, and you're going to take your right foot and come out at 45 from this point, because we are in a stance, we're relaxed, even weight distribution, okay? This is not violent yet, where we are. You understand what I'm saying? But when you start that first initial move, it is time to coil and get ready. Because it's going to happen on that next step. It's going to happen on that next step. So, we go short first step, right foot, and then we are going to load everything else. So watch me a second.